Well, it's taken a few days and a fair few drugs, but I think I'm just about over COVID now. Feel a lot better today, got a lot more energy, and it's been very windy today, so we're glad to be tied up here at St Helens. Tomorrow what we're probably going to do is just get a few supplies, put some water on, and we'll head back out across the bay and out to the entrance, and then stay there tomorrow night. We'll anchor up, stay there tomorrow night, and then we'll cross the bar early Tuesday morning and make our run down to Shooting Passage. So the plan at the moment. We'll have another look at the weather in the morning.
Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat, and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't.
We've been in St Helens for, what, 3 days? 4 days, 3 days. Just getting over COVID. We're both feeling a little bit better, so we're going to leave. So we're going to leave here and head down to the bar and stay there tonight, and tomorrow looks alright for heading a bit further south. So I think the antivirals have done the job. this is midsummer in Tasmania. What a shocking day. Light rain, not much wind, although it's supposed to be coming at about 10 o'clock, so we might get a bit of breeze to help us down to Shooting Passage, but the weather's lousy really. Makes you wonder why you do it. Anyhow, next chore is we've just left St Helens, pretty rugged trip across the bar, and we're heading down to Shooting Passage. I think the wind will probably be up a little bit by the time we get there, but we'll be able to get in there and hide out of it, and hopefully a bit of sun around the corner would be fantastic. I'm really over the grey, sunless days. Well, the conditions aren't fantastically comfortable, but not too bad, and we're getting along a bit over 6 knots, 6.5. So our speed's not too bad. We've got another 7 hours before we're down at Shooting Passage, and a bit more wind to come, I think, so maybe we'll pick up a bit of speed getting towards the end of the trip. But yeah, swells are up a bit and they're a little bit side on, so occasionally you get one rolls you over a bit, but we're sort of settled in and we'll get down there and get that trip out of the way. The acrobatics are fantastic out there. Well, it hasn't been a fantastically comfortable trip, but it's been all right. The wind's been off our quarter for most of the time. We've been skipping along at 7.5 knots a lot of the time, and we're just getting on the face of these little rollers as we get down towards Shooting Passage. We've got about an hour and a half to run, and we'll get in behind Shooting Island, probably up to Brian's Corner, I think, and get out of this slop. But yeah, at least with a bit of wind, the sail does a good job and really helps the passage time. So it's been a lot quicker. We've had plenty of dolphins off the bow of the boat, and albatross, and yeah, the ocean's alive out here, but a bit more sun would be a lot nicer. As the Freycinet Peninsula comes up out of the gloom. It's good to be altering course and heading into Shooting Passage in the relatively calm of Shooting Island. We'll get up to Brian's Bay and Brian's Corner, I think it's called, and we'll anchor up for the night. So it's been a pretty arduous trip, don't you think, Wong?
It's been a wild ride.
It's been a bit of a wild ride. But we're down to 5.8 knots now without the sail, so the sail's been doing a bit. We're up to 8 before we doused it, but yeah, it's probably a bit too much wind to be doing it. It gets you there, but it's pretty uncomfortable. So anyway, when I head back up this way, I'll probably look for calm weather and just do it under motors. Like at the sailing.
No, you won't.
bottom look like, what? Alright. So that sand there? Ted's happy he's been hanging on for 10 hours. Forecast is for this wind to go round to the south, and it's already heading that way, and it's going to get up a bit, so we're just moving across Shooting Passage into Morey's Bay. That'll give us pretty good shelter out of the south and a bit out of the west as well. I think we're going to have a couple of days here while it blows from the south, and then it looks like we're going to have a couple of good light wind days to head a bit further down. So we'll make this home for a day or two. Here we are at Crockett's Beach, and it's all of a sudden very busy. Well, if you're going to do Tassie, you've got to be prepared for the cold, unfortunately. It's the middle of summer. And last night we had to get up and put an extra doona on the bed. It's pretty tragic for us Queenslanders, I tell you. It just got down to 12 degrees, but the wind chill, they said it felt like 7, and it was bloody cold. We couldn't warm the bed up, so we had to get up and install another doona in the middle of summer. So we haven't had the doona off the bed at all this year so far, which is pretty unusual. Anyhow, grin and bear it. The sun's out today, so that makes it a bit more pleasant. What a difference a bit of sun makes.
It's only about 2 metres of water.
It's too close.
Yeah, it might be too close, but it's 2 metres of water there.
Well, a couple of days hiding in Crockett's Bay and Morey's Bay. Still a bit of COVID left over, I think. A couple of days hiding in Crockett's Bay and Morey's Bay out of a pretty strong southeaster. But now we've got a ripping day. It looks like it's been a really nice one. The wind's dropped right out. Still a bit of south in it, but we're going to pop up around the corner and head down to Maria Island. So we'll just see how we go around the corner here. And yeah, head a bit further south. It looks like it even could be a bit warmer today. We've got to appreciate that. What do you think about the weather, Wong?
Bloody beautiful. Pretty with the sun.
This is White Rock or Ile de Fuchs. It's got a fantastic cave on that island. If you want to have a look, check out the link up in the corner. Heading into Reedle Bay and more particularly Whalers Cove. I'm just hoping, there's quite a bit of swell out here, probably about 2 or 3 metres, and I'm just hoping that if we get round the corner we'll get out of the swell and have a pleasant place to anchor up for the rest of the day. But it's a matter of just getting up round the corner and seeing what it's like, I guess. If it's not good, we've got the option to keep going or try and find somewhere else. But it'd be good to have a break about now, I think. Whalers Cove wasn't any sort of anchorage at all, so we headed across the other side of the bay where the beach was. It was very calm and there was no swell getting in here. Beach at Reedle Bay. It must be 5 nautical mile long, and the only people on it was been me and Wendy.